news from Pakistan, 7 soldiers, including 2 officers, were martyred in a terrorist attack on a security forces post. The Pakistan Army's Inter-Services Public Relations confirmed in a statement that 6 terrorists were neutralized in the subsequent clearance operation. The attack, which occurred in the early hours of 16 March 2024, saw terrorists ramming an explosives-laden vehicle into the post, followed by multiple suicide bombing attacks. The military said its resolve remains firm as operations continue to eliminate any remaining threats in the area. In other news, journalist Asad Ali Tur has been released from Adiala jail after an Islamabad trial court approved his bail. Mr. Tur had faced charges under the Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act following allegations of launching a malicious campaign against state institutions. The legal battle ensued amid calls for his immediate release and concerns over press freedom in Pakistan. Today, the court accepted Tur's bail plea against surety bonds of 5,000 rupees, bringing an end to his time behind bars. Shifting gears, the Election Commission of Pakistan extended the deadline for candidates contesting the upcoming Senate elections to submit their nomination papers. Interior and Narcotics Minister Mohsin Naqvi, former Federal Ministers Tehsil Wavda, and Pervez Rashid are among those who have filed their nomination papers. Naqvi submitted his papers as an independent candidate from Punjab, while Mr. Wavda and Mr. Rashid are vying for seats from Karachi and Punjab respectively. PTI has also issued a list of their candidates as the election process gathers momentum. Moving on to news from Gaza's southern border, where a harrowing video has emerged showing a Palestinian boy pleading for food from Egyptian soldiers. The heartbreaking footage captures the desperation of those living in the region, with the young boy crying out, "We want to eat, we want to live." Tragically, Gaza's government media office reports that 36 people, including many children, were killed in overnight Israeli army attacks on the Nuseirat refugee camp. As tensions escalate, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has approved a plan for a ground invasion of Rafah city, with preparations underway for the evacuation of approximately 1.5 million Palestinians trapped in the area. In response to the violence, Netanyahu has dismissed the latest Hamas ceasefire proposal as ridiculous. However, efforts for peace continue as a delegation led by Mossad spy chief is en route to Qatar for truce talks. The situation remains dire, with staggering numbers emerging from Gaza. At least 31,553 Palestinians have been killed and 73,546 injured in Israeli attacks since 7th October. We continue to monitor the situation closely and will bring you updates as they unfold. Turning our attention to India, where the world's largest election is set to take place. India's Election Commission announced on Saturday that the country will elect a new parliament in 7 phases, spanning from 19th April to early June. The voting will conclude on 1st June, with results expected to be announced on 4th June. With nearly 1 billion eligible voters, this election is a monumental event in democratic history. The election will see 2-term Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his regional allies facing off against a coalition of 24 opposition parties. Surveys indicate a strong lead for Modi's Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party, popularly known as the BJP, potentially securing him a 3rd consecutive term, a feat achieved only by India's independence hero, Jawaharlal Nehru. Rajiv Kumar, head of the Election Commission of India, has emphasized the significance of this electoral process, calling it a reaffirmation of India's commitment to democracy. PM Modi has already kicked off his campaign, touting his party's achievements in governance and public service. Campaigning on promises of economic growth and infrastructure development, PM Modi's agenda also includes initiatives for Hindu reawakening, such as the construction of a grand temple dedicated to Lord Ram. Modi aims to secure 370 seats for the BJP and over 400 seats for the National Democratic Alliance or NDA in the lower house of parliament, building upon their historic 2019 performance. However, Modi faces a challenge from the opposition alliance, led by the Congress party, which has struggled to maintain unity and reclaim its former prominence. With nearly 970 million registered voters and over 2,400 political parties expected to participate, this election will shape the future of India's governance.